off a decent week. It was 8-6. I should have been 9-5, I think. That Jets game, I picked the Jets to upset the Buffalo Bills. That was a good game. It's a lot of bad calls in that game. Jets had every opportunity in the world to win that game. They didn't do it. There you go. So ended up 8-6. Not too bad. Hopefully this week we'll do a little bit better and give you all some good picks. First game. Oh, before I get started, my lock of the week did hit. My Bears. Hey, picked them in the lock of the week. I'm 5-1 on my locks of the week. So there, I'm doing really well. Hey, my Bears are looking really, really good right now. I'm really happy to be a Bears fan again. All right, let's get on with this week's picks. First game, Denver versus Saints. I had the Saints last week, and I spoke a little bit prematurely. I didn't know about the quarterback being out. Carr with an oblique injury. They got a rookie quarterback again this week. Denver's actually favored on the road against the Saints by 2. Over and under is 36.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints, though, at home. I think they bounce back and get them a win. They got an extra week of this rookie quarterback getting some reps, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints. Next game, Pats versus Jacksonville. Both teams playing miserably. They really are. Jacksonville, I thought they was going to be a really good team this year. They've been a really good team for the last few years, but they're not looking that well right now. But they're favored by 5. Over and under is 36.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jacksonville Jaguars to bounce back and get them a good win. Next game, Tennessee versus Buffalo. Buffalo coming off that win against the Jets. Really, really, really surprised me. I had the Jets to win that game. That was my upset of the week. Didn't come through. They had every chance in the world to win that game. So Buffalo got them a good win. And I tell you what, they're going home. They're favored by 8.5. Over and under is 41.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills to cover that 8.5. I think they have a really good game at home and score some points. Next game, Houston versus the Packers. I've been betting against the Packers. Hey, they proved me wrong. I'm not betting against them this week. Just a heads up. I'm taking the Packers. I'll give you the 2.5. Over and under is 47.5. I know Houston's a good team, but I'm taking the Pack at home. They play a lot better in colder weather, and it is getting colder. So, yep, I'm taking the Packers. Next game, Miami versus the Colts. Colts are favored by 3. Over and under is 44.5. And you know what? I like this game. I'm taking the Colts. I think it's going to be a really good game, but I think the Colts get them a win and they cover. Next game, Seattle versus the Falcons. Falcons are favored by 3. Over and under is 51.5. You know what? I'm going to make this my lock of the week. I'm taking the Falcons to cover the 3 points. My lock of the week, the Falcons to cover. Next game, Detroit versus the Vikings. Detroit is actually favored by 2. Over and under is 49.5. And you know what? Detroit looks really, really good. And I've been betting against the Vikings all year. I'm not doing it. I'm taking the Vikings at home. They got just as good a shot to win as Detroit does. Detroit lost a big piece of their defense. And I tell you what, I like the way the Vikings are playing. Who doesn't? I'm taking the Vikings. Over and under is 49.5. I'm going to stay away from that. Although it might be a really high-scoring game, I'm going to stay away from that one. Next game is Cincinnati versus the Browns. Browns are Cincinnati's favored by 6.5. Over and under is 42.5. You know what? I'm taking the Browns and the 6.5 points. Give me the Browns and the 6.5 points. I took them last week and they covered for me. All right, next game, Eagles versus Giants. Eagles are favored by 3. Over and under is 42.5. I'm taking Eagles in this one. I didn't like the way they played against the Browns, but hey, they didn't look awful, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Eagles to cover the 3. Next game, Raiders versus Rams. Rams are favored by 7. Over and under is 43.5. Give me the Rams to cover the 7. Next game, Panthers versus Washington. Washington's favored by 7.5. I think this is a really, really another good game to play. I'm taking Washington. I think they cover easily in this game. Easily. This is going to be an easy win for Washington right here. Next game, Kansas City versus 49ers. 49ers are favored by 1. Give me the 49ers at home. Next game, Jets versus Steelers. Jets are favored by 1.5. Over and under is 38.5. Give me the Jets. I think they get them a win finally. Give me the Jets. They picked up Devontae Adams, so that's going to help their offense a lot. I'll take the Jets. Give you the 1.5. Next game, Baltimore versus the Bucks. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. Over and under is 48.5. Give me the Bucks to upset Baltimore. How about that one? That's a bold pick. Give me the Bucks to upset Baltimore, and I'll take the 3.5. Next game, Chargers versus Cards. Chargers are actually favored by 2.5. Over and under is 43.5. Give me the Chargers to cover, and that would be it for this week. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, share my video. I have absolutely hardly no followers. I got like 10 followers just starting up. You know how it is. It's free to subscribe, so please subscribe to the channel, share, like. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next week. Good luck to everybody. Let's make some cash.